Wow, let me entertain me. Hey, let me entertain me. Isn't that what it's all about? We all want to be entertained, but I take advantage of the system, put it out live. Then I make believe that somebody's watching, and it entertains me. The privilege to have a chance to express myself with another of some relevance between us so we can both be entertained and not detained. Can you see the camera in the back? The shadow? It's a bird, but if you look long enough, right next to my finger here is a nose. Right down below, a little green is open. There's a dark spot. That's a mouth. That's a head. He's wearing a little pair of glasses right over his nose, and he's staring out. There's the sun that's on the top, and Arizona hills are in the background. They're looking down the mountain. It's all about the imagination. So let's have a little bit of an imagination. This design, this design, this design. Can you figure? Do you decide? Do you think? What is there? Well, what we're going to do in this one, this is 1, 2. This one's 8, 9. 2 and 8, 1 and 9, 10, 10. This one here is 3 and 6, 9. Or add 120 plus 9 is 129. The spirit birth. 1, 2. B, birth, beta, spirit, birth. 3, 6, 9, 18. 27, which is 36, creation. 3 by 6. And here is 4 and 7. 4 by 7, 28 days of the moon. 4 and 7 is 11 to 3 and 6. 4 and 7, which is 64, add 60 and 04 and 07. Otherwise, it'd be 13 or 22 or 31. They're all 4s, just different levels. So here we have 60 and 60, 120 plus 11 is 131. We have the AC cat power powered up to the armored car. The arc, C, F, 66 will recreate 3 again. 3, 0, 3 will create 63. And 6, 0, 6, and 6, which is 12, will create 3. 3, 6, 6, 3 reversed. 7, 4. Is it the same between this one and this one? 7 will recreate 13, will recreate the 4. Putting 6 on 4 is 10, which equals to 1, recreating the 1 spirit. 0 equals 6, it recreates a 7. By putting 6 on each, they recreate themselves. Should I do it again? What's that? What's that? Of course, because I'm not satisfied. If I'm not satisfied, then how can I satisfy somebody else? Do it again and again and again until you fall on the floor and you wake up the next day and you start all over again. 4 plus 6 is 10. 0 gets 6 equals 16, becomes the light within 0, 5. 0, 5 gets 6, 0, 5, 6 and 5 becomes 11, 1 and 1 is 2. So where 2 was here, now 2 is here. Where 1, 7 was here, now 7 is here. You have 7 and 2. Now 6 is here, but you take 6 and you reverse it. 6 and 6 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. You now have 2, you now have 7, 2, 3. 7 times 20 is 140. 7 by 3 is 21 is 141. The exchange of births, 1 for 4 for 1 light. Over here, we have the exchange of 1. And over here, we have 4. This gets 61. Make it 7, 16. 4 gets 60 to 4. Makes it 10, gets it 16. We have 77 double light, 1 and 4. 6 and 4 is the opposite, making the 10 worlds. 6 and 1 on the dice are the opposite, creating 7 light within themselves over here. This is 6 and 6 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. This becomes 7 and 3. Nibiru and Lo Shu has exchanged a number between here and here. 7, 3. Earth replaces Mars over here in this position. If we want, we can go to the roulette table and sit here all day and say this is the 10 position. Now this is 16. This becomes 7. This is the 13th position. It now becomes 4, 7 and 4. Now this position over here, okay, which is now in the second level since 10 is here, 12 is over here, since 12 is over here, 15 is over here. This becomes 6. This becomes 13, 4, 4 and 6 again. 6 and 6, get 12, 1 and 2 is 3. 4 and 3 DC, or 4 and 12. We now have the pool ball, purple, meeting each other. Now, over here we have 6, and here is 9. 9 gets to be 69, becomes 6. 6 gets 6, becomes 12, becomes 3. Become 3 and 6 over here. Instead of 3 and 6 up here, it's now 3 and 6 down here. 6 and 6 is 12, and this becomes 15. 12 and 15. 12 is left, 15 is center. But we have it on the right because this is like Gumby. It's more like this. We're looking at it on the wrong angle. So now we have over here, we have 2 and 3 to 5. 3 and 2 to 5. 3 and 2 is 5, goes to 5. We have 8 and 7 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 5 and 6 meet. Instead of 5 and 6 meeting here, these two that come to 5 and these two that come to 5 create the 7 and the 8, 15. Now 15, okay, we have to understand that 1 will only exist in the center of everything. It's 4 boards brought together, okay? 4 boards brought together. Now, the question is, how do you turn the board? Is it 1, 2, 3 and ends up with 9 down here? Or is it 1, 2, 3 ends up with 9 down here? This board gets flipped upside down, ends up with 9 here, 9 here, 9 here, 9 here. That's your 36. 1, 1, 1, 1. That's your 4 at the corners. Those are your delta angles. Okay. This one over, where's the other one? There's, oh yeah, this one over here. This becomes 1, this is 2, this is 8, this is 9. Oh, it's the same one as that one over there. I repeated the same thing. We're missing one of them. Oh no, here's the one I wanted to speak about. This is 1, 2, 5, 8, 9. What about this one? 3, 6, 5. The 1 is in the center. We know the 1 is in the center because the ace card shows it. The 5 card shows it. The 9 card shows it. 1, 5, 9 is all in the center. 365 days. 1, 5, and 9 don't count it, but who meets? 1 and 9 meet together, creating that 366th day of 4 and 7. 4 and 7. What is that fractal time? The fractal time is 4 and 7. 7 and 4, the light of day. 7 and 4. 7 by 4 is 28. 28 says we connect the secondary level. How do we connect that secondary level? Baseball innings. Half an inning and half an inning. Half an inning is 3 out. A whole inning is 6 outs. 2 innings is 12 outs. We get a square. 3 innings, okay, is 18 outs. We now have our first rectangle. Now we have to make another rectangle underneath. But we have to separate them by 1. We separate them by 1 because we put it right over here in the middle and we bring them together. That would be what inning that we separated. 3 go by and 3 go on the bottom, and the other one that's separated, that's right, it's the 7th inning stretch. 24 outs. 1, 2, 3, 4 innings. 24 outs. 8 half innings. Call it the night. But don't call it the game, because we must play a total, okay, of 27 innings for creation. 27 outs, I'm sorry. 6, 12, 18, 21, 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, and boom. We now can have a game, right, that is good in the rain out. 24 outs. 6, 12, 18, 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 24 outs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 24 outs, right? Now we go into the 5th inning. Excuse me, 27 outs. It's a mistake. It's got to be 27 outs. 27 is 27 and 24 equals to 51. There are 27 outs in a baseball game when you play up to the maximum of 9 innings in a regular game. Win, lose, or draw. Doesn't matter. There's 27 and 24 outs. You hit 7 times, 4 innings, and 3 innings, the 7th gate. So you only hit the 7th gate. You only hit the day, okay, with 4 innings. 4 by 6 is 24. But that is 12. But you need the egg. It's 5 times 3 creating the egg, okay? 5 times 3 creating the egg is 15. And how does it work? After 5 innings of play, both of them create 15 and 15. And if it gets rained out in the 5th inning, is that how it works? Or is it the bottom of the 5th and it's a rain out? The same thing as the 9th inning. If it's a rain out, you don't have to play once the visiting team gets the bat in the 5th inning. Because once the visiting team gets the bat and you're leading, that out counts. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 30 equals 36, creation of 18. One team will have 18 outs. One team will have 15 outs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 outs. The other team will have 12. 15 outs and 12. Left and center, left and center. In the 7th inning, there's 21 outs. 7, 7, 7. And 18 outs. Angel resident, 39. 39, 39. Regardless, it's the wing. This is your baseball. Okay. To understand all the numbers, okay, 8 times a half is 4. All you get is the 4 corners. So you cannot have a full inning. You only have 8 for the night. You did not connect together. We're not going to go 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. Venus gets split up here, here, and here. Although Venus is one in herself, making the 4th area, she goes into this, this, and this. So we only have 3 left. The other one's an open space because it's played for with 4 and 6. 8 is where they play. So these two come together and play here. So Venus has to come in here 4 times to create this 8. And this would be your chessboard. And now you'd put a chessboard here and a chessboard here and a chessboard. You'd flip this over upside down, and then you put 2 more, and you'd have this in between as your digital clock. I don't know exactly how it works, and I shouldn't even be talking right now because it's very complicated. I just have all the figures, but the results are not a final. What I want to show you about this is the ribs and the stern ham, okay, is that the backbone to the front ribs or the sternum must be designed in this fashion. Up, 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 then all of a sudden down, create your X, then all of a sudden reconnect to the next side, creates this. If I put this back into this, it'll look like this. I turn this the other way. They all sit on top of each other. 8, 8. This one stops inside of each other, okay, and then it becomes an H and an I inside the joint of the rib cage. Okay, and I see it in my own head, but I don't feel like I'm putting this out properly. I just have to open the eyes, and the eyes I have to open, that's most important, are mine. That was my mouse, if you heard that go, and it fell in 3 pieces. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. I'm just trying to put out as many small videos. There's just so much. There is one other thing I wanted to mention, is that when I'm going to try and see if I can get this on here. When is it 1 and 2? 2 would be without the ball. 1 is the ball. 2 is each side of the team. So what we get is we get the ball with the team equals 3, and then we get the ball with the other team equals 3. Now that's the ball and the guy with the ball. That's your 3. The other one is 2, but you already have your 2. You need the totality of what's on the field. So you need the team with the ball 3, okay, and the other team with the ball 3, 6, plus you need the field itself 8, and the 1 ball 9. That's the totality. But when it works, it's 2 teams of 2 and 1 ball. 1 team has the ball. So that's your 3 and 2. But it has to be counted as 6 and 4 and 1. Zion Israel, 1 team with the ball, 1 team going one way, 1 team playing offense, the other team playing defense. They both, once the play opens, they can get that ball. And I'll tell you one thing, they fight like crazy in football, eh? They fight like crazy to win a trophy that at the end of the year, like a trophy. You know what? I'll tell you one thing. The only time you want to fight is when it's a fair fight. You only make things that are fair. Fair is the only way. Dirty fighting, anybody can do it. You only want it fair. So this is the eye on the ball. Okay, so now we have to put the circle. The circle is the area the ball goes. So that's 6 because man puts his hands on the ball. He grabs the ball, the 1 ball. 6 grabs 1 ball. He moves back into the I formation and he's getting ready for the pass to throw 6 points, kick 1. So what he grabbed with his hands, that he crosses over the end zone, he goes in for the score. 20 is the red zone is 20, but that 20 is the protection of the end zone that's behind, and all you need is the nipple of the ball to go over, but that's 10 yards. You have to protect the 10 yards, okay, from the 20 yards. So that's 30 yards. Right away, that's creation. That's 36, 36 from each side of the end zone is your 36, 36, 72. Then in between that is 60 yards, 30 each. But wait a second, I need 10 for the ball on each side. So that 30 becomes 20 and 20, and everybody's fighting for center field. Because after that, you can just kick it away. 50 yards, just kick it away. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. If you think I don't make sense, if you want to say something, if you want to change something that I said, if you want to rearrange and change something that I said, if you think there's something you can add on, it's all good. It's all good. I'm working only to, I'm not looking to be concrete and true. I'm looking to be as concrete, as true as I can be, as rational I can be in a reality of my own perception. But if you have a different perception that can change my reality, go for it. The other thing I wanted to mention is that it's all about 2 and then 1. 2 and then 1. See, 9 and 1 play inside 5, right? So it's all about 3 and 6. 3, 6, and 5. Playing against 7, 4, and 5. 365 days. Okay, 5 and 5 connect together. In between those two, create your other 1 again. There's so many ways to look at it. 7 and 4 is Christ at time. 7 by 4 is 28 days of the moon. 7 plus 4, 7 times 4, 28 and 11, 39. And all you keep doing is creating 369, 369, 369. 01, 04, 07. But 1, 2, 3, 4. This one over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we are going to create the 6, right? 61, 02, 62, 03, 63. Let's call it 2 sides. This side or this side. 6 and 6. Or we're just going to use 3 points. 1 and 9 is 10. 3 and 7 is 10. So for the 3 and 7 is 10, we're only going to add 5. Because those are the wings to 1 and 9. How do I know? Because between 3 and 7 is 4, 5, and 6. Only 3. I add 2. But between 1 and 9 is 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 7 plus 1. Because they both have to come down to 5 to connect. There's 7 in between this. 7th gate. 7 in between this. Here there's only 3. 7 and 3 is the number to Nibiru, and 7 and 3 are on the outside. In between 4 and 6, there's only 1. They both meet at 1. But 1 gets 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 are inside 3, so all you get is 3 and 4. 9 gets 6, 7, and 8. 6, 7, and 8 are all the same, and 9 is part of 8. So all you get is 8 and 7. But 7 is inside 8, so all you get is 8. But you need 9. 9 is one way, 8 is the other way. But in reality, you only need 8. You need 8 on one side, and you need 4 on the other side. 4 by 8, 4 plus 8, 32 and 12, 44, the space we have. So there's many scenarios. 5 times 5, 5 plus 5. 10, 25, 35. Electric company, 25 and 10. 10 is 0, 16 to light, 41. 41 brings the rotation of 10, 10, 6 and 9. 41 brings a rotation of 5, 6, 7, and 7. 41 brings you 12. And 4 brings you 9. You get 12 and 9. 12 and 9 is 1 and 2 is 3. Why 12 and 9? Because 12 plus 1 is 13. We need the 7, the 10, and the 13 worlds. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Bzzz. There was one other thing I marked down. 65, 66, 05, 06, 02, 03, 02, 03, 125. BC, this is the number 555 that the Mayans marked. 555. Where does this number come out? 3 o'clock and 15 minutes. 195. The top from 3 o'clock, you now go to 1500 hours and 15 minutes, and you get 915. You go to 915 in hours, you go 9 times 6 is 54, plus the 15 is 555. So you went from 3 to 15, and you went to 9, and you end up with 555. Every number, 68 and 69, will bring you the wings of spirit of Nibiru. Okay? This will bring you the birth. You ever see pi? 3.1415 equals to 9265. And it will continue on telling its own answer, just like Fibonacci. Because it's taken me almost 2 years or 3 years to continuously go in and see how the formation comes out. And I've advanced 7 numbers right now. And for me, that's 7 numbers more than before. Thank you. Now, oh, okay, we got this mouse working.